What we're seeing here is the second iteration of the iVision prototype for children with cerebral visual impairment and inability to understand what they can see around them due to an issue that is related in the brain. In the second iteration, we made everything look a bit better for use in the study, and we also added additional reward mechanisms. The first mini game is the one where you have to form pairs of objects. So there's missing information. In this case, you see a snail and then outline of a snail, and then you have to recognize that. Every time you get it right, there's a streak multiplier that goes up. You see it next to the stars. You get three times the amount of stars. If you select the wrong pair, it goes back to 1. That's the amount of stars that gets added to your jar every time you make a correct choice. Then the second one is kind of a hidden object type of game. If you press one of these speaker buttons, it actually plays the name of the object or it describes something you see on the screen, and then you have to click it to recognize it. So as you can see on the right, you're just collecting all these things. This is the 2D maze from the previous iteration that has been elaborated to be actually a bit more challenging. So you see the rabbit moving through the maze, and you have to do the mental task of overlapping the minimap on the actual map, because the minimap shows the path, but you have to figure out where that is in the actual 2D world in which the bunny moves around. These mazes get generated randomly based on tuning parameters, and the difficulty of their generation depends on how the individual kid scores on assessment by the researchers. Now in the 3D maze, some changes were made. The minimap just appears for a few seconds. You have to memorize how to get from A to B. You can look around without making a choice, and before making a decision where to go, this impacts your amount of stars that you get, and then you have to get to the endpoint.